One major theme from Gottlieb is spirituality and healing, which can also be connected to faith and questioning what some might call God. I feel this sculpture, A Place Where They Cried, tells numerous different stories about the struggles that people have every day. And even though some might seem similar, they are never the exact same. In this theme, Gottlieb mentions how some people refuse to accept the facts of life and always look to say if things were different. He uses the example of he has a daughter with a disability, and this makes him appreciate his child much more as a parent because of the disability. I think this has been a recurring theme in my life of me wishing something was different or not accepting some things cannot be changed. This theme stood out to me similar to the sculpture. They both can be compared to an idea that is important in my life. Events in life are unfair, and I always look for an explanation for why things happen. Similar to the content Gottlieb discussed, I sometimes cannot accept the way things are, and I just always look for an explanation for why things happen. Every year, there's a major event in my life where I look for an explanation because things appear to be so unfair. These events mostly make me look for an explanation because they're not cause and effect events. By cause and effect events, I mean things that I feel like I do not deserve or that I work very hard to prevent from happening. These events not only happen to me, but everyone in life. There have been many different experiences in my life, but each experience has caused me to respond in different ways. Each situation has developed something different in my character, which has caused me to respond differently each time. Even though sometimes today I still question why things happen, I try to have a different approach. Being religious, I look to a higher being for answers. This tends to lead me to believe that everything happens for a reason. Gottlieb does not exactly agree with this method of thinking. He does not question a higher being, and he does not think that everything happens for a reason. I think that Gottlieb just goes along with the things that life sends his way. He handles the situation with his daughter better than most could. He looks at the situation as an opportunity to appreciate the smaller things about his daughter in life. This situation allows him to appreciate things that I cannot, and it allows him to not take little things for granted. Someone who is not involved deeply with art cannot appreciate the small details of the sculpture, A Place Where They Cried, or any other artwork. The person deeply involved with art can appreciate the small details of each rock because they can envision the hard work involved with the sculpture. This sculpture is similar to Gottlieb's situation with his daughter. The sculpture is different from other artwork, and some might say the sculpture is not a normal sculpture that you will see in the art museum. The artist appreciates every detail about this sculpture and will love the sculpture no matter how different it is from other pieces. I selected this sculpture because it appeals to me, but also because I feel it tells a story of how each human is different in their own way. Every human is made of the same thing physically, but every human goes through different situations that gives them their identity. Just as each rock in the sculpture has a dent or scratch that makes it unique and different from every other rock, each human has the same characteristic. Some humans question why things happen, and others look for an explanation for certain events.